Good morning, children. Shanu Shanarthi. Today we are going to introduce a new chapter, that is chapter 5, Lines and Angles. Let's begin this chapter by learning some definitions. First one is point. Point indicates a location. Whether the point is visible to you children, that dot we will call it as a point. We can name the point as A. Which A? Capital A. Points will be represented with capital letters. Okay, you can consider any alphabet. A point has no dimensions. Means length, breadth and height cannot be measured. Even radius also we can't find children. Okay. Next word is line. A line extends indefinitely in both directions. Means we can produce the line in both the directions. It has infinite number of points on it, children. Okay. I drawn line M, children. Small letter alphabets can be used to represent any lines. Observe these two small points, children, white color points. Points can be represented with capital letters, I said. Is it? This line we can call as AB line. Instead of AB, you can consider any capital letter alphabets. Okay. Next word is line segment. A part of a line is called line segment. If you consider any line, children, some points you represent on it, each 2 points you can consider it as a line segment. For example, PF is a line segment. FE is also a line segment. Even you can consider PE as a line segment. Means a part of a line is called line segment and it has 2 end points. Means line segment has 2 end points. Okay. Now let us consider real life examples, children. You saw colorful pencils. Here 2 colorful pencils I had given. In one pencil 2 colors are there, yellow and red. Another pencil green and blue color. If you divide it, children, you will find the line segments. Without dividing also you are able to identify the colors, means those you can consider it as line segments. If I done part, 4 parts it has become. All these 4 we can consider it as line segments. Okay. The next word is ray. A ray has one end point and it extends indefinitely in one direction. Means ray will have one end point and we can extend indefinitely in another direction. Okay. For example, sun rays, torch rays we can consider. The next word is angle. An angle is formed when lines, rays or line segments meet. Observe the first example, children. CA is a line and BD it is another line. Okay, when two lines met, 4 angles formed. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. And the next example, 2 rays we can see, children. Okay, here also one straight line we can consider 180 degree will become. Another 290 degrees we can consider. When 2 pencils meet at a point, here also 4 angles formed. We can consider it as rays. Sharp end is showing, na children. By using that we can consider it as rays. And the fourth one, line segment. When 2 line segments meet, it formed an obtuse angle here. The next word is complementary angles. When the sum of the measures of 2 angles is 90 degree, the angles are called complementary angles. When you add any 2 angles, children, if it measures 90 degree, those 2 angles together we can call it as complementary angles. For example, observe here gate, the design of the gate, which the red color symbol is showing that 2 angles together form 90 degree. Then those 2 angles together we can consider it as complementary angles. Observe here, children. Angle POQ is equal to 67 degree. Angle ABC is equal to 23 degree. 67 degree plus 23 degree is equal to 90 degree. Is it? Therefore, angle POQ and angle ABC together we can consider it as complementary angles. Observe some more examples, children. 25 degree plus 65 degree is equal to 90 degree. In the same way, sum of 30 degree and 60 degree is equal to 90 degree. These two also we can consider it as complementary angles. The next word is supplementary angles. When the sum of the measures of two angles is 180 degree, the angles are called supplementary angles. When you add any two angles, children, if you got 180 degree as its sum, we can consider those two angles as supplementary angles. Okay. Observe one example here. 60 degree angle is separate and 120 degree angle is separate. Then to these two sum we will get 180 degree. So these two angles can be considered as supplementary angles. Observe here, children. These two angles are adjacent to one another. 120 plus 60 together form 180 degree, which is nothing but a straight line can be considered it as a supplementary angle. One more example you observe, children. Angle AOB plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree, which is nothing but a straight line is always measures 180 degree. These two angles together we can call it as a supplementary angles. Observe the given three examples, children. First two angles together will form 195 degree. So they said neither supplementary nor linear pair. Second two angles you observe, supplementary but not a linear pair. Means 120 degree plus 60 degree together 180 degree. So we called it as a supplementary angle but not a linear pair, they said. Then observe the last one, supplementary and a linear pair. They said that the given two angles will form a supplementary as well as we can call it as a linear pair because 60 degree plus 120 degree together form 180 degree and a linear pair means adjacent angles together if they form 180 degree then we can call it as a linear pair, which is nothing but it should be a straight line, two adjacent angles together. If it became 180 degree, we will call it as a linear pair. Observe these two real life examples, children, for supplementary angles. Adjacent angles. If the angles have a common vertex, means they should have a common vertex. Second one is a common arm. It should contain one common arm. And the third one is the non-common arms are on either side of the common arm. Which one you are going to consider it as common arm, children? Remaining two line segments should be opposite to that. Observe here, AC we can consider it as a common arm. Here common vertex is capital A. Okay, and AB and AD are the other two sides which are opposite to the common arm. Means, and the third one, the non-common arms are on either side of the common arm, they said. Means those two are AD and AB here. Okay. Some more examples I have given, children, for you to understand about adjacent angles. These are all real life examples for adjacent angles. The next word is linear pair. If two adjacent angles are supplementary, they form a linear pair. Observe one example here, children. X plus 130 degree is equal to 180 degree. What is the value of x? Value of x is equal to 50 degree. Then 50 degree plus 130 together form 180 degree. Then we can call it as a supplementary angles. Those two adjacent angles together form 180. So it is a linear pair. You can understand a linear pair in another way, children. Linear pair is a pair of adjacent angles whose non-common sides are opposite rays. The next word is vertically opposite angles. When two lines intersect, the vertically opposite angles so formed are equal. Some real life examples are here, children. Observe these. If you consider these wings as two line segments, those four wings as two line segments, you can observe that vertically opposite angles are equal. Observe this traffic, children. Four roads meet at a point. If you consider the four roads as only two line segments, you will understand which angles are vertically opposite. To make this concept clear, some more examples I have given, children. Observe those. You will come to know which angles we can call as vertically opposite angles. Observe the given two lines, children. AB intersects CD at O. Here 145 degree is equal to 145 degree, means angle AOD is equal to angle BOC. In the same way, angle DOB is equal to angle AOC, which is equal to 35 degree. In the same way, observe another example. Here also vertically opposite angles are equal, that is 34 degree is equal to 34 degree and 146 degree is equal to 146 degree. Observe the design of a table, children. A bike is standing upon that, is it? Here the design represents vertically opposite angles. The next word is intersecting lines. Intersecting lines can cross each other at any angle. Observe the given two lines, children. Those two lines intersect at a point. These two lines we can consider it as intersecting lines. This angle formed is always greater than 0 degree and less than 180 degree. Observe these examples, children. These two are examples for intersecting lines. The next word is transversal. A line that intersects two or more lines at distinct points is called a transversal. Here is an real life example for transversal. Many lines are there, children. Observe parallel lines. If any other line intersects those three parallel lines at a distinct point, that line we called it as a transversal. Here is another example for transversal, children. Observe this. If you consider RS and TO as parallel lines or line segments, NM is a transversal to that. Angles made by a transversal. Observe the given parallel lines, children. A is parallel to B and T is a transversal. Here interior angles are 3, 4, 5 and 6. Exterior angles are 1, 2, 7 and 8. Pair of corresponding angles. Observe the parallel lines, children. Parallel line above angles are corresponding angles we will call. Below those also we will call as corresponding angles. Means 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4, 8 are considered as corresponding angles. Pairs of alternate interior angles. 3, 6 we will consider it as alternate interior angles. In the same way 4, 5 also we will consider as alternate interior angles. Now you observe the exterior angles, children. Pairs of alternate exterior angles. 1, 8 we will consider as alternate exterior angles. In the same way 2 and 7 also alternate exterior angles. Now one more important point, that is pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Means if the lines are parallel, children, when you will add interior angles on the same side of the transversal, you will get 180 degree. Here which are those angles? 3, 5 we will consider as pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. In the same way 4, 6 also we will consider as pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Parallel lines. Parallel lines will never meet. Here are some examples for parallel lines. If you have a keen observation, you will get still more examples. Perpendicular lines. Perpendicular means at right angles. A line meeting another at a right angle or 90 degree is said to be perpendicular to it. Observe here, children. These are examples for perpendicular lines. Still more real life examples you can collect and write, children. Thank you.